I know there's a lot of people out there right now that are shocked that there is even the existence of 10 Easter movies. With Easter just around the corner, it makes perfect sense to talk about the best films to watch at Easter. So here we go with the 10 best Easter films. And let's kick this off with number 10. Here comes Peter Cottontail. Now this is a classic film, and you can't really get much better when it comes to voice acting than with Casey Kasem, who also did Shaggy for I don't know how many decades he did Shaggy, and the magnificent Vincent Price. At number 9, we have Rise of the Guardians. This animated film is like the Avengers of holiday characters. And of course, we have the Easter Bunny in this movie, front and center, doing his bunny thing, voiced by Hugh Jackman. At number 8, we have Mallrats. And before you get all mad at me and try to claim that this is not an Easter movie, let me show you something. Bam! Easter Bunny. It's an Easter film. Yeah, there's a lot of potty humor and, dirty jokes and whatnot, and there's a lot of focus on comic books. We get an appearance from Stan Lee in here, and, it's a typical Kevin Smith movie, but you know what? Easter Bunny shows up, Easter Bunny gets beat up, so it's Easter. Number 7, we have Peter Rabbit Part 2. Yes, this is the second film of the Peter Rabbit series, and this one, very cute film, very good for the family to watch. Not as good as the first one, but definitely a good choice for Easter. At number 6, we have Critters Part 2. A lot of sequels here. And I know you're probably really mad at me right now, just like you were with Mallrats, talking about Critters 2 is not an Easter film. How in the world is a movie about a bunch of things with thorns and layers of teeth that mutilate people and can turn to little balls and roll around and kill people? How is this about Easter? Well, I gotta do it to you guys again. Bam! Easter Bunny. So, great Easter film. At number 5, we have Hop. This is the most Easter of all the Easter films in this list. For the kids, there's plenty of potty jokes, and, the rabbit goes and poops out jelly beans, so they like that. And there's a little, under the radar adult humor in here as well. It's made by the same people that did the live action Alvin and the Chipmunks, and it's pretty much in the same realm of that as far as quality and humor. And you know what? It's a good rewatchable one on Easter. At number 4, we have The Passion of the Christ. This is the most authentically made movie about the crucifixion of Jesus. Of course, Easter is a celebration of his resurrection, which, spoiler, we do get that at the end of this film. But this is very well acted. This is beautifully shot. And as far as its relation to the actual biblical tale, it is spot on. It's a little bit lower on the list because it's not the most rewatchable. With the combination of the absolute brutality of watching a man get tortured for an hour and a half and all of the captions that we have to read because it is in another language, it's not the most rewatchable. It's not very often that you just sit there at dinner time and go, you know what? Let's watch The Passion of the Christ. Sounds like a good popcorn movie. At number 3, we have Risen. Risen is 100% about the resurrection of Jesus. It is about a Roman soldier who's actually a detective who is trying to find the body of Jesus because he believes it has been stolen by the Christians. And you get to see his journey as he tries to find everything out about Jesus and his followers. And, of course, spoiler, he actually runs face to face with Jesus himself alive. At number 2, we have Peter Rabbit Part 1. I mean, come on. I had Peter Rabbit Part 2 on here. You knew that Peter Rabbit, the first one, was going to be on here. This, again, it's a very adorable film. Kids are going to love it. But I got to say, as a grown man, it is hilarious. It is an absolutely hilarious film. As far as the CGI, the rabbits look like talking rabbits, and it blends very well. All the other animals that appear in here are great. And it's a hysterical film and very, very rewatchable. And at number 1, we have Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And this is the one with the psychopathic version of Gene Wilder. Yes, I'll follow up with that at the end. Now then, on Easter, there's a lot of kids that's going to be out there looking for Easter eggs with candy in them. And they're going to be sitting around eating candy. And what they don't eat, the parents are going to eat. So with all this candy, why not watch a movie about a candy factory? That's right. We get so much candy in this movie. They even go to a part of the factory that the entire landscape is made out of candy. You can literally eat trees. There is a river of chocolate that they go down. And all the flowers and stuff are 100% edible. And there's all kinds of weird hijinks. But it also teaches your kids to be good. Now then, the way they teach this, it was never confirmed. But Willy Wonka may be a serial murderer.